The hardest thing that I am finding out by being a truther is getting people to understand and understand the truth. Everything that you release that is truthful, because you've done your research, you've done your launching into the deep to get to these things, and Abba revealing certain things to you. And he says, go out there and I want you to teach it to people. I want you to let them know and let them hear. People reject it. A lot of people are just stuck and they just refuse to come out of the spell. And that's the hardest thing to watch. Your people reject what's being told about who they are and what really happened to them. The spell of Christianity ain't no joke, y'all. It ain't no joke. The ghost spell, which they call the God spell, which means ghost spell, it's hard for people to come out of that. But it's only hard because you don't want to trust and believe what your ear gates are hearing. Y'all don't believe all these other lies, web of lies that these prophets, P-O-R-F-I-T, come and tell you, or these people that have sold out to Freemasonry, become Brotherhood pastors and all that. Y'all refuse to listen to this stuff when people are calling this thing out. However, it is real. You refuse to come out of Gregorian calendar. The Gregorian calendar is the calendar of the devil. It is not for you. It's not for you, Yasharal. Okay? Listen, you that are called African Americans, you guys are Yasharal. You're not Ham, you're Shem. Okay? But they're pushing Ham. All you hear is they talking about Egyptian this, Egyptian that, Atlantean this and Atlantean that, and that. Yes, Ham had his kingdom. Him and his descendants, Ham, Cush, Mizraim, who they never bring up. They never talk about Mizraim. Phut or Phut. Who else was the other son? Canaan. They all had their own kingdoms, but Canaan was in America, and so was Mizraim and some of Cush. Okay, so they keep pushing pyramids and all this stuff. Has nothing to do with Yasharal. It has everything to do with Ham and his descendants and all the other tribes and their relatives that was into sun worship, moon worship, all worshiping Atlanteans, worshiping fallen watchers. Okay, fallen watchers. Right here in America. America is the old world. America is the promised lands, y'all. That's why every Gentile nation is over here trampling over it and fighting over it and things like that. But they want to teach you all that y'all came from that side of the world. Kemet was not here in America. It's over there where they call it Egypt now. Okay? However, the Atlanteans it was a mixture of everything. The Atlanteans are the fallen watchers. They're the ones who made it with humans. Canaan's people, Ham's people, they all made it with these beings, okay, and became demigods. Let me tell you something about the white race. White folks was created not too long ago. This is why they want to mate with you so they can get the DNA that they never had. Our DNA comes from the Most High. We come from the dust of the earth, okay? They were made in a lab. And this is not to be rude. It's the truth. Remember they said when they developed the Constitution back in the day, they said that Negroes, because that's what they call y'all, they said you were a third of a human. You were not a full human. What it was is that they flipped their own characteristics onto you and said you were not human when they were 100% human. They were made up by other things like dogs and monkey and things like that in a lab. And this is real talk. Okay? And I'm not saying this to just be disrespectful. It's the truth. This is why they mix and made it with you. They still doing it. You notice that a lot of our young brothers is hooking up with Wonder Breads. Especially the athletes. They purposely plant these Wonder Bread girls in front of the black athletes, the brown athletes. Okay? Because they don't want them procreating or the wealth in the Brown families, okay? So they set them up with Susie Chapstick and Karens and stuff like that to be able to get to them and put them in these universities that they're around nothing but them, okay? But your mother is a melanated queen. Your aunties are melanated queens, but y'all don't want to marry your own melanated queens. Y'all go outside and get with the Neanderthal creations in the Caucasus Mountains, from the Caucasus Mountains. However, the hardest thing that I'm finding out about speaking on truth and trying to reveal things to our people is that they won't come out of it. They won't come out of the God spell, the gold spell. They won't come out of Christianity when all they got to do is go do their own research. Christianity came to the Americans. The Khans are not Christians. The Khans had their own Hebrew foundation, spiritual foundation, and that was snatched away, and you were taught Christianity instead. You were taught to worship Zeus. And the only reason why the face of Jesus changed, because the Knights Templars didn't want to kill the melanated people, because the melanated people that they bowed to looked just like the Madonnas and the Tammuz or Jesus, that the statue of the Madonna with baby Jesus or Jesus. They didn't want to kill melanated people because of that. So what happened is they changed the face of Jesus, okay, and made him white. So by that, the Knights Templars were able to kill the Hebrews, heal the people that look like the Madonna, kill the people that they said look like the Madonna and baby Tammuz, baby Zeus or Jesus or Jesus, whatever. It's a lot, you guys, that you guys got to really get down to and learn about, because it's not hidden anymore. You can get to it. It's no excuse. Technology is a blessing and it's a curse, because technology, you can get to a lot of things that you couldn't get to before, okay? That's where they messed up at. Abba never wanted us to be involved in knowing the forbidden fruit, which is the technology. He didn't want us involved in that because he knew what it would do. You see, they trying to replace us with robots. Come on. Anyway, that's the hardest thing, is to watch. The hardest thing is to watch your people deny, reject what's being spoken in this hour. There's a reason why all this truth is coming forward, because it's time. It's time. Abba's trying to wake his people up, and he's gathering his people. Those of you that have an ear will hear. And those of you that will not, you would just be left. But it ain't no rapture. They taught you it was a rapture. They got everybody on, oh, we going to heaven. We ain't going to be here when all the tribulation and stuff. Looks like you're here to me. Because y'all see what's coming forward. Y'all see Bill Gates is out there in Kenya or Africa, Akibilan, that's the real name, out there putting chips in babies, and their own people are allowing them to do it. Their own have been solely selling them out for decades. Okay? Their own have sent them to the Americans on slave ships. Not Shem, but Ham's people and some of the Arabian, the real Arabs, dark-skinned Arabs, Moors, was sent over here in America as well. Okay? So, they found you here. That's what they did. They found you here and told you you was from over there, but that's a lie too. But you guys, I'm just ranting this morning. I need y'all to wake up. I need my people to truly dig in to research things that are being said. It's not a lie. Oh, and follow this channel on YouTube, 432 The Drop. 432 The Drop. Got drop, y'all. Maps, books, everything. He's exposing so much. Y'all pray for that brother too. But Abba has raised him up. Y'all follow him on YouTube, 432 The Drop. Tell him Apostle Campbell sent you to tune in. Tune in, y'all. It's so much that Abba wants you to know about who you are and whose you are. American, Aboriginal, Indigenous, Hebrews. Wake up.